have traded Kevin Durant to the Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the the first round pick for the 10th, for the first round pick for the 10th overall for this year's draft, and 5 first rounders. Again, that was the trade between the Suns and the Rockets. Terrible trade. Terrible trade. Terrible trade if you're the Rockets. Terrible trade. And I'm going to tell you why. The Rockets lost in the first round. Is KD going to get them over the first round? Now, mind you, they traded Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. Those are 2 major key contributors of that Houston team. Now, if Jalen Green and Brooks and Durant was coming to the team with Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks, then that would be a complete different subject. Then I would say that Houston won the trade. But because they're giving him Jalen Green is what, 23? Maybe? A budding superstar. Killing. Dylan Brooks is a feisty, annoying style type of player. And I mean annoying in the most flattering ways, in the sense of when people look at Dylan Brooks, his game is not, the sexy game. Pause. You get what I'm saying? His game is not super splash. Pause again. His game is grit and grind. He gonna give you that work. He gonna make you work for it on offense. He gonna give you a hell of a time on defense. I mean, he's a really good player. So now the Suns get Dylan Brooks and they get a young Jalen Green. Their nucleus is younger. Now they get a 10th pick overall, which is going to be a good pick in this year's draft. Not worried about the 5 second round picks. But with those 3 guys alone, teaming up with Devin Booker, you have a really good core. A really good core. And in today's NBA, if y'all paying attention, who's in the finals? The Thunder and the Pacers. What do they have? A lot of wings. A lot of wings that can move. A lot of wings on offense and defense. You got Booker and Green. And you got Dylan Brooks. They already got bigs on their team. So when you lose a guy like Kevin Durant, who's older now, if this is prime Kevin Durant, then of course, this is not even that wouldn't even be a question, right? But this is an older Kevin Durant. I believe Kevin Durant is what, 35, 36? He's 35, 36. He just won a ball. So he's going into a situation where he's still going to be doing the same thing that he's done everywhere else. He's not going into a situation where it's easier. He's not playing in a system where somebody else is more ball dominant than him, which he would benefit from. Now he's going into another situation where everybody is looking for their shot, counting their shots. Even though he's the best scorer on the team, but it's still not going to work because, again, who do they have to go through? Who do they have to go through? Look at the teams. OKC, the Timberwolves, the Lakers, the Dallas Mavericks. These are really good teams. And barring no injuries, we're having a different conversation. The Clippers are getting healthier. The summertime, we're not even the summertime yet, for real, as far as for the NBA trades and all that. So I don't think this made Houston better. Yeah, I don't think that. On my Instagram, I had people in the comments like, yeah, bro, nah, I'm not jacking that. I don't care if you jacking or not. My job is not to convince you. Smart guy. I'm telling my piece based on what I'm seeing on the court in recent time, not overall history. Kevin Durant is one of the best talents we've ever seen in the NBA, hands down. His game does not help Houston. Houston that has to play in the same conference as the Oklahoma City Thunder, as the the Timberwolves, as the Lakers, as Dallas. And I keep mentioning these teams because those teams is going to be somewhere in the mix, whether they're top four or whether they're in the bottom eight. Denver is still around. They have somebody named the Joker that treats the other NBA guys like they're little school players, like they little league guys. He just tapped the balls to himself, pause, and score at will. So that's 5 teams off the back. I didn't even mention if New Orleans would be healthy. Again, if the Clippers is healthy off the back, Golden State is they still not better than Golden State either. So again, this does not make them better. Well, they're still going to be in the playoffs, but this doesn't take them over the hump. To make this type of trade, you have to make a championship run. Why else would you make this trade? Because you're giving up young talent. Kevin Durant maybe has 2 more years left in the league. Maybe. Maybe. At most, I give him 3, but 2 years left for real. And this is no diss at Kevin Durant. He's did this for a long time. But when you make a trade like this, when you give up young pieces that's still developing, Jalen Green is still developing, and he's a monster of a player. He's a beast. But you give up your future for right now. So when you do that, you got to win right now, bro. If they lose in the second round next year, that doesn't make them better. They have to go to the championship next year, seriously, because you play to win the game. Like, I don't know what it is about this new era. It's like, yo, we went to the playoffs though, and that's cool. Nah, you play to win the game. If you ain't winning chips, you wasting time. Then you a trash ass franchise. If you're not playing to win chips, then you a bum ass franchise. Simple and point blank. Shout out to Don Myers in the building. If you not playing for Falcons, if you not playing for championships, you a trash ass franchise. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. So I don't think this trade made them better in the overall sense because again, when you give up your future, them young pieces that's going to develop, continue to develop, and that can help you get over the hump with more experience, more time. You better win right now. You better win right now. So I think the Suns won that trade, hands down. They got time on their hand, and they have a budding superstar who's going to continue to grow. And their team is more prototypical style to compete in the future and now. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next hot topic. Don Myers is stupid, yo. I give you a top 5. Oh, so you on your Dylon stuff from the band. Dylon. He said Falcons. He said Falcons 1, Falcons 2, Falcons 3. You stupid. Falcons 1 and 2. I told you I still got that bet. If the Falcons even go to the Super Bowl next year, I give you $1,000. I'll look for your email and everything and send you $1,000. If they go to the Super Bowl, they don't even have to win. If they go to the Super Bowl, Don, if they go, which I'm not going. So, cool. All right, moving on to my next hot topic. The NBA Finals, y'all. The